back to the GSMC Baseball Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Sam Menzie, and we have a great show for you today. First topic we'll be covering is going to be talking about the games from yesterday, involving both the American League and the National League. Then we'll be moving into the news that Jordan Montgomery has dropped Scott Boras as his agent. And finally, we'll be talking about some other news stories around the league, just some minor ones I wanted to recap. Now, before we do that, I'd like to ask you to please like and follow the show. We do get a number of questions from viewers, so to ensure that your question does get read in the air, please use the link gsmcpodcast.net. It really does help the show, and it really does mean a lot, so thank you so much for that. And let's get into the stream for today. All right, so we're going to be starting off the stream as we usually do, which is just recapping the action from baseball yesterday, all the games that happened. So, let's get straight into it. So we'll be doing the American League games first, and the first game we'll be talking about is going to be Astros and Royals. All right, so going into the scoring here, the bottom of the third, we have the Royals opening it up with a Vinny Pasquantino RBI double, scoring Kyle Isbell and Bobby Witt Jr., making it 2-0 Royals in the bottom of the third. Same inning, Nelson Velasquez had a really nice breakout season with the Royals so far. An RBI single, scoring 2 to make it 4-0. An Adam Frazier RBI single to make it 5-0. And a Hunter Renfroe RBI double to make it 7-0 Kansas City, all in the bottom of the third. So a great job by this Kansas City offense to get on track early, take advantage of this Astros pitching staff that is kind of weak right now. And yeah, just a really nice job by this offense. Royals have been really impressive so far. Now, the game isn't over, as in the top of the fourth, Yainer Diaz with an RBI double, scoring Alex Redmond, making it 7-1. Then Jose Abreu would hit a sacrifice fly to make it 7-2. Bottom of the fourth, Vinny Pasquantino would add another run for the Royals, making it 8-2. He would then do it the same in the bottom of the sixth with an RBI sacrifice fly to make it 9-2. Garrett Hampson would then make it 10-2 with an RBI double, and you guessed it, Vinny Pasquantino would hit a RBI single to make it 11-2 Kansas City, what the score would end up being. So a great game by Kansas City to beat a really nice Astros team. I mean, they just demolished them. 11-2 is insane. So, yeah, great job by them. Overall, yeah, just a great game. Nothing else to say there. The Astros had Spencer Arrighetti going, who went 3 innings, giving up 7 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. I mean, look, I talked about it yesterday, but the Astros have a lot of pitching problems, and if you're going to rely on these kind of guys, they have to perform. And so far, the guys that they are counting on to replace the stars that they have lost the injured list, and it's just the injury in general, are not performing. So the Astros, I think, have a pitching problem right now. I think it's pretty clear, and we're going to be definitely interested in seeing what does happen with them and seeing where their pitching staff does go from here. For the Royals, they had Seth Lugo on the mound, who was great. 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1.45 ERA in the season. So a great job by the Royals to beat a great Astros team still. And yeah, they're looking really, really nice so far to start the season. Going to the next game here, we have Twins-Dodgers. Starting off in the top of the first, we have a Teoscar Hernandez RBI double, scoring Mookie Betts, making it 1-0 Dodgers in the top of the first. Eduardo Julian would answer right back with a home run himself to make it 1-1. Byron Buxton in the bottom of the third would break up the tie with an RBI single, scoring Eduardo Julian to make it 2-1 Minnesota in the bottom of the third. Max Muncy would tie up the game to make it 2-2 in the top 4, and then in the bottom 5, Eduardo Julian again would come through his second home run of the game, third of the season, making it 3-2 Minnesota, where the score would end up staying. And so a really nice win by Minnesota. You know, have been a little underwhelming to start the season, only at 4-6, but beating a really great Dodgers team is a great step forward, and one of their better hitters who's young, Eduardo Julian, coming through like that is a really positive sign. For the Dodgers, they had Bobby Miller on the mound, who went 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not exactly what you want, but only gave up 2 earned runs, only went 4 innings, of course, so not a perfect start, but could have been a lot worse, I guess, especially considering this Twins offense is really good in my opinion. So, yeah, just something to work on, I'd say, for the future. The Twins had Chris Paddock on the mound, who was also okay, 4 2/3, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Now, of course, you want your pitchers to go deeper into games. That's why I'm not saying it's a great start, because it isn't. You want them to go deeper into games. It's just the fact is they aren't right now, and you need them to. So that's something to watch out for, seeing what does happen with these pitchers and seeing what is going to happen with their innings and how deep they do go into games. Next game we'll be talking about is going to be a game that went into extra innings, Mariners Blue Jays. Top third, we had J.P. Crawford opening up the scoring for the game with a RBI single to make it 1-0 Seattle. Then, bottom of the seventh, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. would tie it up with a home run himself, making it 1-1. Then, top of the 10th, we would have Kyle Raleigh breaking up this tie, going into extras with a 2-run home run, making it 3-1 Seattle. Then Ty France would hit a double. Mitch Haniger would hit an RBI single to make it 6-1. So, as soon as extra innings came up, the Mariners would blow the doors off, making it 6-1, a 5-run lead. The Blue Jays would not score after that, and the Mariners would end up winning this game 6-1. Much closer than the score looks, but unfortunate job by the Blue Jays bullpen to blow this game. They had Yusei Kikuchi on the mound against his former team. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts, only 2 walks. Really nice start by him. Really great start to the season as well. So, yeah, that's really good. For the Blue Jays, Tim Meza was really the guy who gave up the game, going a 3rd innings pitched, giving up 3 earned runs. Then Mitch White also went in, who also gave up an earned run in 2 2/3, finishing off the inning Meza started. So, yeah, their bullpen definitely needs to be better if they want to compete, especially right now for the Blue Jays. The Mariners had Logan Gilbert on the mound. Gilbert went 7 2/3, giving up 5 hits, one earned run, 8 strikeouts. So really, really strong start by Gilbert. Some of the other young pitchers in this Mariners rotation that I've been really high on have kind of been struggling. So the fact that you have Gilbert out there who is able to have a great start like this, I think is really intriguing and really just good for the team right now. So yeah, that's a big positive sign. Next game we have is Rays Angels. Going to the top of the first here, a wild pitch by Jose Soriano would score Yandy Diaz and Randy Arozarena. This is in the top of the first, so a nice job by the Rays to score this early, even though it wasn't really their making. It was a wild pitch. So after that, we had Isaac Paredes hitting a sacrifice fly to Joe Adell, making it 3-0. Top of the second, Jose Caballero would add on, hitting his first home run as a Ray, making it 4-0. Angels would attempt to come back a little bit, as in the bottom of the fourth, Zach Neto would hit an RBI single, and in the bottom of the sixth, Joe Adell would hit his first home run of the season, making it 4-2. But they would squander any other opportunity to score, and they would end up losing this game 4-2. And a really nice job by the Rays to win this game, get back over 500. Angels now are dead even at 500, where the Rays were yesterday. So, yeah, just a nice job by the Rays. They've been struggling a little bit, but to be able to beat this Angels team in this way is a really nice game by them, and just something positive to look out for the future. The Rays did have Zach Littell on the mound, who went 4 1/3 innings, giving up 6 hits, only 1 earned run, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. So a decent start by him, nothing too amazing, but wasn't horrible as well, definitely not. For the Angels, they had Jose Soriano on the mound, as I said before. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Really strong start by him, even though it was only 4 innings. Actually, I apologize. I don't know why I said that. It's not a strong start by him. My brain saw the 6 strikeouts and no walks. I was like, ooh, great start. No, not a great start. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. Not a good start. I understand the Rays' offense is good, but if you're going to give up 4 earned runs, you at least need to go deeper into games. So, yeah, just not a positive start there. You definitely need him to improve more if he wants to be a big part of your future as a team. Next game we have is going to be White Sox Guardians, a continuation of this series AL Central matchup. Top of the first, Gavin Sheets would open up the scoring of the game, making it 1-0 with an RBI double. Same inning, Andrew Benintendi would be caught stealing second base, but Gavin Sheets would score on it. So not a double steal, but the kind of diversion worked out. So nice job by the White Sox and Pedro Grifol, their manager, to pull that off. Top of the third, Gavin Sheets would add on to the White Sox scoring with his second home run of the year, making it 5-0. So a really strong game by Gavin Sheets. A really strong outing for him. Josh Naylor would get the Guardians on the board with a solo home run, his third of the year, making it 5-1. And Bo Naylor would hit a 2-run home run himself to make it 5-3. So nice job by the Guardians to come back. Yesterday was also National Siblings Day, so the fact that Josh Naylor and Bo Naylor hit home runs in the same inning on National Siblings Day is pretty cool. I mean, they're one of the better siblings duos in baseball, probably history at this point. I mean, yes, they haven't been in the league that long, but they're both going to be really good players, and there's not many siblings duos anyways. So, yeah, I mean, really strong game by them, and nice job to do this. It's a really cool thing. Going back to the game now, bottom of the fifth, Stephen Kwan would hit his second home run of the year, making it 5-4. So the Guardians would be within a run, and they would tie up the game with a hit by pitch with the bases loaded on David Fry, making it 5-5. Top of the 10th, excuse me. Gavin Sheets would hit a RBI double, scoring Lenny Sosa to make it 6-5 Chicago. So nice job scoring in extra innings by them. Josh Naylor would tie up the game on an RBI double in the bottom of the 10th to make it 6-6. And what do you know? Bo Naylor would hit an RBI single to win the game on National Siblings Day for the Guardians, where him and his brother hit a home run in the same inning, and then him and his brother would score the only runs in extra innings to help them win the game. So a really, really cool thing for this game. A really exciting game as well, and a really nice storyline here with the siblings. So, yeah, you definitely want to see more of this in baseball. That's really, really cool. And watching these guys develop over the years now is going to be really exciting. Hopefully they stay on the same team. It's a really, really cool story. For the Guardians, they had Tanner Bybee on the mound, who is not good, going 5 1/3, 6 innings, 5 1/3, 6 hits allowed, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Not good at all, especially against a White Sox offense that is not good. So if the Guardians want to continue to compete, especially now with the Bieber injury, you need guys like Bybee to come in handy and be really clutch, and this was just not a start for that. So you definitely need him to improve as the season does go on. For the White Sox, they had Eric Fetty on the mound, who went 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, and 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 3 home runs. So an interesting start by him. Wasn't that bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't that bad. And Fetty's trying to still find his mark that after coming over from overseas. So you take it with a grain of salt right now, but still not a great start. Next game we have on the agenda is going to be Orioles-Red Sox, another divisional matchup. Bottom of the third, we have Tyler O'Neill opening up the scoring with a RBI single, scoring Jarren Duran. After that, bottom of the fourth, we would have Connor Wong hitting an RBI single to score Tristan Casas and Romy Gonzalez to make it 3-0 Boston. Bottom of the fifth, we would have Tristan Casas hitting a home run, second home run of the year, 2-run homer, scoring Rafael Devers to make it 5-0 Boston. So a really nice job by this Red Sox offense to go ahead this early, but the Orioles would come back as a Colton Cowser RBI single would score 2, making it 5-2 in the top of the sixth. And then Jackson Holliday, in his first MLB game, gets his first RBI, hitting an RBI groundout to score Colton Cowser, making it 5-3. We're not going to hit this game in his MLB debut, but still got an RBI, still showed great poise at the plate, played good defense, good speed, of course. So definitely going to be future star in this league. Only the first game, but I think we all know this already. Top of the seventh now, we had a wild pitch by Chris Martin, scoring Ryan O'Hearn, making it 5-4 Boston. And then the big blow would come in the top of the seventh. The full comeback would ensue for the Orioles as a Jordan Westerberg 3-run home run will make it 7-5. I mean, what a job by the Orioles to come back against the Red Sox, who have been red hot. So, yeah, just a great job by this young, great team. For the Orioles, they had Cole Irvin on the mound, who was kind of just mediocre. 5 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not good, but not horrible, I guess. I mean, the Red Sox are a good offense, but definitely want more. Not a great start. For the Red Sox, they had Cutter Crawford on the mound, going 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So, great job by Cutter Crawford against this good Orioles lineup. He only went a little bit into the game, but still a nice job. Final game we have is another divisional matchup, so a lot of these in this week or so. Tyler Nevin, it would be Rangers, sorry. Tyler Nevin, the newest Oakland A, would hit an RBI single, scoring Abraham Toro, making it 1-0 Oakland in the top of the first. Nice job to get ahead of the scoring there. Josh Smith would tie up the game with an RBI single, scoring Evan Carter, and then Jonah Heim would an RBI single himself to score Dolis Garcia and Josh Smith to make it 3-1. Bottom of the fourth, Marcus Semien with an RBI double, making it 4-1, and Adolis Garcia with an RBI single to make it 6-1, all in the same inning, the bottom of the fourth. Zach Gelof would hit his second home run of the year, making it 6-2 in the top of the eighth, but the A's would not come back and would end up losing to the defending world champion Rangers. For the A's, they had Ross Stripling on the mound, who was not good, going 6 innings, giving up 11 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Yes, almost 6 ERA in the season now so far. Not a great season at all for him, especially being on the A's. I mean, the Rangers have a good lineup, but not how you want to start the season. For the Rangers, they had Cody Bradford on the mound, who was surprisingly really good. 6 2/3, giving up 5 hits, 1 run, none earned, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Yes, it's the A's, but having Bradford perform like this is really, really enthusing. And I mean, I was not a believer when they said they moved him to the rotation, but he's proven me wrong with that start. So for Rangers fans' sake, hopefully he can continue doing that. All right, so those are the AL games of yesterday. We're moving on to our second segment, which is going to be talking about the NL games of yesterday. So, you see the correlation there. So we'll go to our second segment, and we'll see you after that. So, thanks, and bye.